Hi guys, welcome back to the Budget Clubman. Right, so finally my door bottom repairs have arrived. I've literally just laid it on top, so without further ado, let's just get stuck into what we've got. I've been waiting to do these doors for a little while now. I've had them skinned some mini spares for a good 6-7 days, but not been able to do a lot with them because of these. So yeah, let's have a look. I'm quite impressed with them at the moment, which is odd for me for a magnum panel. Right, so what have we got? So it is an end repair section basically. So again, I'll show you guys the part number. So this is the passenger door, and yeah, so you can sort of see curved edge, sharper edge. So I've just literally sat it on top. And one thing I've been really quite shocked with is, look, there's the original rain holes in the door. Yeah, there's not really. It was there. But yeah, obviously this will get rid of all of this rot, which is the biggest part of the aim of the game, really, isn't it? Yeah, I'm quite shocked by them. So that replaces this piece, which has got a hole in it. It sits on there. Obviously, we'll cut out all of this. This isn't rust. If anyone's first watching this the first time, it's all wax. So I'll get all that cleaned off, and it just about sorts out that as well. So the only issue I'm going to have to do is weld up this little hole here. But what I'll do is I'll get the whole frame back in together, and then we'll weld it up. So it's looking like it's going to take all of the rot away. I need to get rid of all this wax, because it's disgusting and it's making everything look like it's 10 times worse than it is. But what I'll do is I'll measure and cut out what I need, and then I'll clean the frame back when I've got all the rust out of the way, because I'm just going to cut my hands open all the time. I don't know if it's this door or no, it's the other door. No, it's this one. I've welded this snapped. I've already welded this back together, and obviously I need to clean all this right back before we put anything like a skin near it. I'm going to paint these frames. I haven't got any bronze yellow, which is a bit bad of me, really, isn't it? But I'm going to paint the frames inside black anyway, what you can see. Yeah, at least I've sorted that channel out, because that was going to cause issues. Yeah, so let's mark this off and let's get cutting. Alright, so I thought I'd stop at this point. So you just seen me chop out what's used to be the bottom of my door. So what I've done now is I've lined it up here, and then you see me slowly I cut basically the worst of the rot out at the bottom of the door. This panel pretty much replaces the whole bottom of the edge, but I just need to know where I make my cuts, because I really don't want to bridge a big gap. I feel really bad for doing that and rushing it, so I've got a little clamp out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it off properly, and then just fit all of this panel I think I need to use. So apart from that little hole there, which I just can't, the panel just doesn't quite get. But yeah, I think if this should go on quite nicely, really, and it gives us a whole new frame to work with. Clean back this whole edge. Once this is welded, and this frame's ready to go, really. But yeah, so I just need to mark off where the panel comes up to, and then start cutting. So stick you guys back on a time lapse, and let's get on with it. But all in all, so far, I don't want to speak too soon, but this is a really good thick steel as well. Shocking. Right, so overall I'm pretty happy with the fitment of that. I've managed to get rid of all the rust. There's no jagged edges here whatsoever now, apart from that little dinky hole in the corner, which what I'll do is I'll get this panel fitted and then I'll address that after. But yeah, it's door frame's still really rigid. It's pretty decent. Only thing I'm struggling with a little bit is, obviously these line up pretty well here, is, you know, whereabouts that goes. Does it just needs to line up a bit better. So I'm quite tempted to tack these edges where they need to be, and I can potentially double cut the bottom then while it's held in place with tacks. I know it's in the right place then, and go from there. Obviously with the door skin we've got a bit of movement as well, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I'm quite happy this panel's going to consume the damage to this door basically. There's a little rust proofing plug I've just popped out of there. What I'm going to do is actually leave it. I'm not going to weld it up or anything. I'm going to put the rubber plug back in once the door's painted, and it's going to be my way of injecting it with wax as well. So there's a little bit of history left with it then. You know, it's had a rust treat. This is the era where they did I think it's called Z-Bart, however you pronounce it, a rust treatment, and that's what it says on the cap is Z-Bart rust treatment. So someone's obviously paid from new to have whichever doors this car was attached to originally. Probably Mini 1000 or something like that, judging by the stripe. Yeah. Right, I don't think we're far off getting the welder out. I'm going to tidy up a bit. I'm going to clean all this back because the welder's going to hate all this wax everywhere. And I'll bring you guys back in when I'm sort of set up ready to weld, I think. But all in all, these little panels, don't want to speak too soon, not too bad really, not too bad at all. These are from Bull Motive as well. I'm obviously not sponsored by them or anything like that, but obviously people ask where I get my panels from. I get asked it quite a lot. This is a Magnum panel from Bull Motive Mini Spares, so really good on postage, really good on packaging. They're so good at packaging the panels up, so I would really recommend them for that. Yeah, let's hope this sorts the issue out of this door. So yeah, I think I'm going to tack these ends. Also, there's a little indent, a kink in the bottom of the door, which isn't included on this. So you probably saw me then. I've marked where that is. So what I'll probably do is just knock this level, so the bottom of the door is completely level, and we'll go from there. So right, I'm going to get this lot cleaned up, tidy this rust off the floor so it can't work in mess. It does my head in, and yeah, let's take our time with it really, because if we get this wrong, the door skin is not going to fit. So right, without further ado, let's get on with it. So, as you just seen, series of tacks, couple of stitches, tacks and stitches. They're joined both ends down there. So I'm just going to continue to weld this in. As you can see already, we had no bottom of the door, so yeah, obviously the whole thing needs grinding back. I was going to weld it all from the inside and then not have to worry about the grinding back, but it's definitely easier to weld it along this edge here. So I'm taking my time because I've seen doors warp and all sorts, so hence why I've just checked it then to keep it all in line, so there's absolutely no rush. And I've got some surface corrosion to clean there, and a little bit over on that edge there, which I'll just show you. So it just needs all cleaning back. That's that rust hole that the panel just didn't quite cover, so I'm going to get all this in. Double check the skin's okay. I know this needs shaving off a little bit. This profile's a bit too big. This is just the profile of this new panel. Photos have too much and too little, and I might have to do the same here, but it's lined up perfectly there. You can see but yeah, quite happy with them so far. Let's get a door skin on first before I start too highly up them, but we're getting there. This orange paint's awful. I mean, I've cleaned the edge all the way along the welding, but it just keeps burning. It's horrible. Might clean all of this off right off here. Do that while it's cooling down. Right, one door fixed. So off camera, I've ground everything back and got a bit giddy. So I'll flip you around now and I'll have a proper look together. But I'm quite impressed, really. I'm quite impressed with this panel. I mean, I've got to put it on the car and then put the door skin on and go from there, really. But pretty happy with it. So let's flip you around and let's have a look. Right, so excuse the awful scratches, so what it came with, and that's that dent you can now properly see. But so I've got to grind this corner back here, but that fits absolutely flush. Lines perfectly up there. Absolutely perfect there, and all the way down here. Like that new panel is right to the edge, so it's pretty much replicated the original frame. So, time to put the frame on tomorrow. It's getting a bit late now. Frame on tomorrow, I won't do any painting. Put the frame on tomorrow, make sure the frame fits nice still, not catching on the doorstep or anything silly like that. And we'll look at getting the door skin attached. Right, so obviously I included those panels in 2 or 3, maybe 4 episodes ago. When I came with the skins, like I said, I was still waiting on those panels. So budget's not changed yet. Where are we on all this? Paint subframes, well, if you've seen the last episode or the episode before, I painted the rear one. Build subframes, I'm not doing that yet. We're deciding to get the car painted. Door skins, door repairs, prep car. So we're really working on these 3 right now. 198 hours. All panels bought now. And obviously that's to do with the 89, but we're getting there. Right, that is us done for the day. So one door repaired. I'm unsure yet whether I'll do the other door on camera. I wanted to show you those panels. I've never used them before. I've used the whole bottom repairs before, but they sort of take up profile of the inner side of the door, and they're not very good. So I opted to go for these as I've heard better things about them, and it's worked really well. So really happy with it so far. Let's try and get a door finished and get a door built up. It really is the last sort of final hurdle with getting the car sort of ready for paint, really. So yeah, next video we'll get the door fitted in the aperture, we'll get the skin lined up, and then once we're happy with that, right, we'll go, right, that's perfect, then we'll get the door frame painted. What I'll probably do is do both frames, so I might have done the other frame off camera, get both frames painted up. I'm going to do them in black inside, but they're going to be painted. And yeah, we'll get cracking on it, get both doors fitted up, and then we know all panels fit really well, and we can get on with final prep. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Loads and loads coming, and yeah, catch you in the next one. Please stay safe and enjoy your projects.